Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Looking to pass, it's Collier. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Here's the handoff. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Got it on the outside. It's Wilson. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Blue Hens are flying down the field.
Here we go.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bounding over the top.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get...
They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. He's got it in the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and they now lead by 8. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Collier. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they... welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rams will kick it away to start us off. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Snags a quick pass on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Soft spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down.
There he goes. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the field goal unit is up. Lined up for the 3, and it's a fake. They want to throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. From the gun, running back gets the give. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative play.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Unloads quickly. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Not a chance. Missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Aven. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
3rd down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. The give to the tailback. Across the 25. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Avant. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Tracy. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The play action fake. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.